राम बहुत ही अच्छा था और बहुत सुंदर था। उससे ऐसा वातावरण निर्माण हो गया है। और विजय को भी बहुत बहुत अभिनंदन, ये जो उपक्रम शुरू कर दिया है इसलिए। एंड माय बेस्ट विशेस टू ऑल दोज हु हैव जॉइन्ड द कोर्स and learning with Vijay. So today we are going to talk about awareness. In fact, uh, yoga means awareness. सजगता ही योग है, ऐसा हम कह सकते हैं। Everywhere, if any yoga sadhana will become yoga sadhana if you do it with awareness. If there is no awareness, then it is not sadhana at all. For example, all of us are doing action, physical actions, mental action, intellectual action. सारे स्तर पर हम कर्म कर रहे हैं, but it becomes karma yoga if we are doing action with awareness. If we perform our action with awareness, then it becomes karma yoga. Otherwise, it is a mere action. Okay. Similarly, many of us, we do puja part every day. And for days together, for years together, people are doing the same kind of puja part. We are offering flowers. We are showing the lamp to the god. We are having incense stick, धूप दीप नैवेद्य, उसके साथ मंत्र। लेकिन बहुत बार ये सब मैकेनिकल हो जाता है, यांत्रिकी पद्धति से हम करते हैं। हम्म, आदत पड़ गई है तो अपने आप हमारा मन भटकता रहता है और हम पूजा पाठ तो करते हैं। दैट इज नॉट भक्ति योग। इफ वी डू all that with awareness, then only it becomes bhakti yoga. If karma is done with awareness, it becomes karma yoga. If bhakti is also done with awareness, then it becomes bhakti yoga. If mantra is chanted with awareness, it becomes mantra yoga. There are many people who really do lot of repetition of mantra every day, but it becomes mechanical. यांत्रिकी पद्धति से मंत्र जप होता है, एक आदत सी पड़ गई है, राम 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 या ओम 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 या कौन सा भी मंत्र, गायत्री मंत्र, and we chant for some time and then the mind wanders and we are just chanting mechanically like chewing gum. You go on chewing and nothing happens. Whole day you can chew chewing gum. Nothing happens to the chewing gum, nothing happens to us. Like that, we find people who have been doing mantra sadhana for a very long time, for years together. There is no transformation at all. उनमें कोई परिवर्तन ही नहीं आता है। क्यों? क्योंकि उसमें सजगता नहीं है। इसलिए पतंजलि ऋषि ने भी कहा है, तद जपः तदर्थ भावनम। You should do japa with lot of awareness. Awareness of the sound, awareness of the meaning of the mantra. Then only it becomes a mantra yoga. So any type of yoga sadhana, awareness is the key. In any type of yoga sadhana, awareness is it. If there is no awareness, it is not yoga. And if it is awareness, anything can be turned into yoga. अगर सजगता के साथ कुछ भी हम कर सकते हैं तो एक प्रकार की वो योग साधना ही है। अगर योग साधना हम कर रहे हैं लेकिन उसमें सजगता नहीं है तो योग नहीं हो सकता। So that is the thing which we have to understand. Now, if we consider our activities, we will find that there is no awareness at all in whatever we do. हमारी जो सारी क्रियाएं चलती है उसमें सजगता बिल्कुल नहीं रहती है। Anything we take, for example, even the action of seeing. If we are seeing something, if we are seeing a flower, what happens when we see a flower? Immediately we recognize it that this is a rose flower. This is a beautiful flower. And then a thought process starts. Oh, this is beautiful. It has got red color. Next thought is, I want to have it. I want to possess it. I want to give it to my beloved. or maybe I want to offer it to the divine. Now, as soon as the thought process starts, awareness is gone. Even naming it, even recognizing it that it is a rose flower, awareness is not there. So, awareness means to see the things as they are. सजगता का मतलब है जैसा है वैसा देखो, without any comparison, without any judgment, without naming it, without likes and dislikes. If we are seeing the thing without all these, without any compare, we do not compare, oh, this rose is better than the yellow rose, this red rose is better. We are comparing it. Our likes and I like this flower very much. I dislike this person. So without likes and dislikes, without any judgment, this is good, this is bad. In every observation we have, likes and dislikes are always there. We like something, and when we like, we become attached to it. We hate something, we are averse to it. And aversion and attraction, they are the two sides of the same coin. जो राग और द्वेष एक ही सिक्के के दो पहलू है, तो हमारी प्रतिक्रिया हमेशा राग द्वेषात्मक होती है. और sometimes it may be neutral also, but it is a reaction. I don't feel anything about it. I am neutral to it. तो सुख दुख असुख अदुख. So these are all the mental reactions. This is not awareness. So we are trying to see what is awareness. Awareness means a simple observation without any comparison, without any judgment, without any likes and dislikes. Just an observation, just seeing. तो सजगता का मतलब है जो संवेदनाएं हमारे मन तक पहुंच रही है उनके प्रति जागरूकता. वी आर अवेकन टू दोस सेंसेशन. जागरूकता, और केवल जागरूकता, उसके प्रति किसी भी प्रकार की प्रतिक्रिया नहीं होनी चाहिए. There is no reaction towards it, neither good reaction nor bad reaction, not even the neutral type of reaction. No reaction at all. ये अच्छा है, ये बुरा है, ये मुझे अच्छा लगता है, ये बुरा लगता है, किसी भी प्रकार की भावना, किसी भी प्रकार का राग द्वेष नहीं. सो वी कैन से सजगता ये पूर्ण रूप से साक्षी भाव है. It's an art of witnessing. You are just seeing it. You are not really thinking about it. You are not emotionally involved in it. You are just an observer. Observer without any reaction to whatever has been observed. You know, when we go for a movie, so many things are happening on the screen, and we are observing, we are enjoying whatever may happen on the movie screen. Sometimes there may be tragedy, sometimes there will be comedy, and so on and so forth. But we know internally, we are aware that this has nothing to do with me. जो कुछ भी पर्दे पर चल रहा है, जो भी ये छाया चित्र में चल रहा है, सिनेमा में चल रहा है, उसके साथ मेरा कोई मतलब नहीं है. कुछ भी हो जाए वहां, मुझे फर्क वैसा नहीं पड़ रहा है. That is why we are enjoying it. We become prekshak. We become witness. This is the first part of witnessing, you know. But the best part will be the part of the screen who is also witnessing. We are also witnessing, but at least to some extent we are affected. But why? What we witness? If there is tremendous tragedy on the screen, we also get tears in our eyes. हमको मालूम है कि इससे मेरे साथ कोई संबंध नहीं है, लेकिन फिर भी हमको दुख होता है. जो कुछ देखते हैं उससे भी हमको दुख होता है. अगर बहुत बड़ा कॉमेडी हो गया, बहुत बड़ा, then we also laugh along with the characters which are there in the movie. So to some extent, we are also affected by what we see, what we observe, and all that. That is not pure awareness. That is not pure awareness. Pure awareness should be like a screen. On the screen, the movie is projected, and in the movie, if there is fire, tremendous fire, nothing happens to the screen. Screen itself doesn't catch any fire. If there is lot of rain, the screen doesn't become wet. One movie is screened for so many days, the other movie comes, the third, the screen is in no way affected by the movie, by the scenes in the movie, by one movie, by another movie. It is completely detached. But it is only due to screen that we are able to see. If there is no screen, we will not be able to see anything. So it should be awareness means detached observation. This is what we have to remember. When we are talking about awareness, when we are using this word awareness in the form of sadhana, it is detached type of observation. We are observing, we are detached, without any reaction, without any judgment. So that is what the awareness is. And as he told, today we shall try to learn how we can develop such awareness through simple yogic practices. There are many ways to develop awareness. Lots of lectures have been given to develop awareness and all that. We are going to see today how we can develop awareness through the practice of asanas and pranayama in the given time. So, as far as pranayama is concerned, we are all yoga students. We know Patanjali has given only 3 sutras on pranayama, and they are very important. And many of the things which have been told in these 3 sutras, we forget. You know, first thing he has told is Sthira Sukham Asanam. That is what he has given as the definition of asana. आसन की व्याख्या उसने की है स्थिर सुखम आसनम. A posture should be steady and comfortable. Why it should be steady and comfortable? So that there is no reaction from inside. I am not having any pain inside. I am not having any stress inside. I am quite comfortable. I can retain the posture without any difficulty. Then only the observation will be possible. Real observation will be possible. Then he gives the procedure, which is so very important. He says, Prayatna Shaithilya Ananta Samapatibhyam. Slackening of efforts, प्रयत्न शैथिल्य, प्रयत्नों की शिथिलता. आराम के साथ आसन करो, सहजता से आसन करो. आसन करते समय कोई भी जोर जबरदस्ती नहीं होनी चाहिए, किसी भी प्रकार के झटके नहीं देने चाहिए. आराम से, प्रयत्न शैथिल्य. And ananta samapatti, expansion of awareness. That is what is told by Patanjali. That is what is almost forgotten by everybody when we perform asana. So सहजता से आसन करो. और सहजता से आसन करते, what Patanjali has told in this beautiful sutra is, asana sadhana is not done only physically. It must be done physically as well as mentally. आसन साधना जो करने हैं, शारीरिक स्तर पर भी करनी है और मानसिक स्तर पर भी करनी है. प्रयत्न शैथिल्य ये शारीरिक स्थिति है. स्लैकनिंग ऑफ एफर्ट्स. Do not give any jerks. You do not use any force. Very easily, in a very relaxed way, perform the asana. So prayatna shaitilya. Ananta means infinity. Ananta samapatti means infinite awareness. You are going to proceed towards infinite awareness. How is it possible, really speaking? So what Patanjali really is telling is, once you perform the asana, withdraw yourself from the physical conditioning, from the physical body, and attach it to infinite impersonal object like the sky, like the ocean, like God, which is infinite. अनंत समापत्ति. अनंत का ध्यान करना चाहिए आसन में, तभी उसको आसन कहेंगे, नहीं तो आसन नहीं हुआ. That is one of the major differences between asana and exercises. Exercises, yes, they are important. I am not saying that asana alone should be done. Exercises should not be done. Exercises do have their importance. I am absolutely convinced about it. But then exercises are repetitive. If I am doing Danda Baitak, I do it 100 times, 200 times. If I am doing Surya Namaskar, 12 Surya Namaskar, maybe 1000 Surya Namaskar. So I repeat, asanas are to be done only once. If you are doing it in Patanjali's way, there is no repetition in asanas. You know, exercises you can do putting on the TV and watching the TV, and you are doing exercises, you are doing Danda Baitak till the sweating comes. In asanas, you have to observe yourself continuously. You know, that is what is necessary. That is how the expansion of awareness will take place. If you are continuously observing the self, then only it is possible to go to Ananta Samapatti, not otherwise. Okay. And then how is it possible to have Ananta Samapatti? How is it possible to expand awareness during asanas? आसन करते समय सजगता का विस्तार किस प्रकार हो सकता है, इसके बारे में अभी हम सोचेंगे। क्योंकि जैसा हम देख रहे हैं कि हमारी जो शारीरिक क्रियाएं होती है ना, उस शारीरिक क्रियाओं में भी हमारी सजगता नहीं होती है. We are not at all aware. Many of the things which we are doing without awareness. For example, right now you are sitting for this particular lecture. After some time, automatically will change the position a little bit. Okay. यहाँ से उधर हो जाएंगे, उधर से उधर हो जाएंगे. Why it is happening like that? We are not aware we are changing. Or let us say during the sleep, for instance, you are sleeping, maybe you are sleeping on the left side in the beginning. After some time, without awareness, you change the position from left side to right side without any awareness. हम नींद में भी बाएं साइड से दाहिने साइड पर आ जाते हैं, और वी आर लाइंग ऑन द चेस्ट, और मे बी हाउ डू वी चेंज द पोजिशन? We do many of the things mechanically without any awareness. Now what Patanjali is saying, become mindful, become aware of everything that is happening to us. How do we do? How do we go about that? He says, first thing is, do the asanas with awareness. Do not do it mechanically. Do not put on the TV and do the asanas. So many people are doing the asanas by putting on the TV. TV goes on, or music. So I am listening to the music. I am doing Ardha Kati Chakrasana, Ardha Chakrasana, Padastasana, and in between I forget also whether I did the Ardha Kati Chakrasana on the right side or I did it on the left side. I forget. So much awareness is lost. Patanjali says, do not, if you have to do asana as sadhana, preferably do the asanas with closed eyes. As a sadhana, alone, in silence. And then go on observing what is happening inside you. If you go on observing what is happening inside you, and if the observation moves from gross to subtle to subtle to still subtle, there will be expansion of awareness. Movement from gross to subtle is movement towards expansion. Please remember this always. Okay. So the first awareness which anybody can get is the awareness of the muscles. In every asana, some muscles are contracting, some muscles are expanding. So suppose if you are bending forward, let us say for Padastasana, I believe you are standing and slowly bending forward, and without any jerks, without any force, you are going to the extent where you remain steady and comfortable. Sthira, Sukham, Asanam. This is another thing which also we have to mention when we are doing asanas in Patanjali's way. You know, do not somehow reach the final position. Do not see that I must, because I have to go for a competition. There is nothing like competition. You have to compare your yesterday's performance with today's performance. That's all. And you will find, taking advantage of gravity, go on bending forward slowly and slowly and slowly, to the extent where you are able to maintain the asana with steadiness and comfort, sthira and sukha. And you can immediately become aware of the back muscles which are stretched. This is called muscular awareness. In any asanas, awareness of the muscle is the first thing which you can get very easily. You can become the muscles of the back which are nicely stretched, muscles of the front are contracted, become aware of those muscles. And when you become aware of those muscles, relax those muscles. Try to relax as much as possible. जब स्नायु के तनाव के प्रति आप सजग हो जाते हैं, तो स्नायु शिथिल करो. अंतिम अवस्था में, आसन के अंतिम अवस्था में स्नायु शिथिल करो. जितने शिथिल हो जाएंगे उतना अवेयरनेस बढ़ेगा. ओके, सो muscular awareness is first type of awareness. Now, if you are relaxed completely, you can still become aware of the subtle things which are happening. In that asana, in Padasthasana only, there is a change of pressure in the abdominal and thoracic cavity. छाती में और पेट में जो दबाव है वो बदलते जाता है. When you bend forward, there is increase of pressure in the abdominal and thoracic cavity. When you come back, the pressure decreases in the abdominal and thoracic cavity. This is still subtler awareness. Subtler than the muscular awareness is the awareness of change of pressure in the abdominal and thoracic cavity. Now, if you still relax, if you are still observant, then when you maintain the asana in final position in Padasthasana, you can easily feel the flow of blood coming to the brain and the face. आपको ये पता चलेगा कि the blood pressure inside the brain and the face has increased when you are maintaining Padasthasana. And if you are relaxed in Padasthasana, you can feel the change of blood circulation in the head. And when you come back, you will find that blood is now going back from the brain and the face. There is a decrease of blood pressure. Definitely there is a decrease of blood pressure. Now you will become aware of that if you are doing asanas in a relaxed way. If you are giving jerks and all that, you will be aware of the muscles only. So change of blood circulation in the head region will be still subtler awareness. रक्ताभिसरण में जो बदलाव आते हैं, उस बदलावों के प्रति सजग हो जाना, ये और सूक्ष्म स्तर की सजगता का विस्तार है. Even still more subtle awareness will be the nerve impulses that pass through the spinal column in every asana. In every activity, actually, there are nerve impulses passing through spinal column. And as I told you, that is why we unconsciously, even in sleep, we change the position from left side to right side. Why we change the position? Because when we are on the left side muscles are having the weight of the body for 2 hours, 3 hours. They are working, they are holding the body, they are holding the weight of the body. And the carbon dioxide goes on increasing in that region. And when this is the research work which has been done. That is why we change the position also from right side to left side. When there is the amount of carbon dioxide increases beyond 0.4%, a strong stimulus goes to the brain, saying that now enough is enough. Now you go to the right side. You have been lying down on the left side. That is how automatically we change the position from left side to right side. Even while sitting, if your weight is on the left thigh, we pass on to the right thigh after some time automatically. That is because of the nerve impulses that are passing through the spinal column. जो संवेदनाएं हमारे मेरुदंड से, हर एक एक्शन में हमारे मेरुदंड से संवेदनाएं हमारे दिमाग तक पहुंचती जाती है. We are not aware of those nerve impulses for two reasons. One reason is they are too fast, and they are very subtle. बहुत सूक्ष्म होते हैं, बहुत गतिशील होते हैं, इसलिए हम उनको उनके प्रति सजग नहीं होते हैं. Just as if there is a noise everywhere, if there is a clock which is there on the wall and the clock is having tick, 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 tick sound, that old clock, pendulum clock, it has a tick, tick sound. In the daytime, we are not aware of that tick, tick sound because so much of noise is there outside. We are aware of so many other things. We do not pay any attention to that sound which is coming from the clock at all. But in the night, the same sound becomes so much. We say, I will not sleep in this room. This tick tick sound has now become so loud. Every time there is a tick sound, I feel as if somebody is hammering on my head. I can't sleep here. So we go away from that room. Now, has the clock increased the sound? It has not. Everything has become calm, and therefore you become aware of the sound, which was the same in the daytime. In the same way, if you relax more and more, you can become aware of the nerve impulses passing through the spinal column. In Paschimottanasana, in Ustrasana, those nerve impulses are more dominant. Very easily you can feel the nerve impulses passing through the spinal column in Paschimottanasana, in Ustrasana. An avalanche of nerve impulses you can feel. That is the subtlest awareness at the physical level when you get to the asana. So, first muscular awareness. If you relax the muscles, then you get the change of pressure through abdominal and thoracic cavity. Still, if you relax, you find a change of blood circulation easily. These are very much possible things. This is how the asanas are to be performed if you want to do Patanjali's way. And then finally, nerve impulses. After that, you can even feel the sound vibrations. That is why in a particular way of yoga sadhana, you chant akar, ukar, makar, or omkar in certain asanas. Generally, when you bend backward, you chant akar. When you bend forward, you chant makar. When you are standing, you can chant omkar and feel the vibrations of the sound throughout the body. That is more important, feeling the vibrations of the sound. That is why if you are practicing shavasana, one of the most difficult asanas is shavasana, really speaking. We feel shavasana is the most easy asana. But in shavasana, the rotation of consciousness, becoming aware of the different parts of the body, recognizing the tensions accumulated in those parts and releasing those tensions is a very important thing in shavasana. So when we meet, we lie down on the back, everybody knows about it. We bring our attention to the toes, to the heels, to the knees, to the thighs, to the hips. Now when we are rotating the consciousness, we try to feel the knees. We try to feel the tension accumulated in the knees. We are not aware of those tensions at all. We are not aware of the tensions accumulated in the spinal column at all, or in the lumbar region. And the scientists say that maximum tension is accumulated in the face. We are not aware of the tension accumulated in the face. And in the face, they say maximum tension is accumulated in the teeth, at the root of the teeth. दंत मूल पर ज्यादा से ज्यादा तनाव इकट्ठा होता है, चेहरे पे ज्यादा तनाव इकट्ठा होता है. That is why, if you look at a man, Looking at the face, you can know that he's full of tensions and stresses. You don't have to ask him anything. Hmm? Because all this will be tight, this is uski todi bahut tanavpurna lagegi. All the tensions which he has suffered through, they are written on his face. Maximum tensions get accumulated in the face, but we are not aware of those tensions at all. If we are not aware of those tensions, we will not be able to release those tensions. जब हम वो तनाव के प्रति सजग नहीं होते हैं, तो वो तनाव शिथिल कैसे करेंगे? तो ऐसा बताते हैं कि साउंड वाइब्रेशंस के साथ वो तनाव जा सकते हैं. सो इन शवासन ऑल्सो you start relaxing from the toes and the knees and come to the hips and come to the lumbar region. Then inhale, chant akar, a long sound of ah, and feel the vibrations of akar down the legs, diffusing the tensions from the legs. Then you go still up, relax each and every vertebra of the spinal column, relax the lumbar region, relax the abdominal region, relax the thoracic region, relax the trunk portion of the body, and chant Ukar. Feel the vibrations into the lungs, into the heart, into the spinal column, into the hands, throughout the middle portion of the body, diffusing the tensions from the middle portion of the body. And then come up, relax the neck, relax the back of the head, top of the head, forehead, eyebrows, eyelids, eyelashes, nose, the tip of the nose, upper lip, lower lip, the both the dono gal, todi, the chin. When you relax the face, chant makar, feeling the vibrations into the brain, tremendously relaxing the mind. Makar vibrations are very soothing, relaxing the mind. So that is how with the sound vibrations you relax further. The awareness becomes still subtle. And now you can go apart from the body. In Shavasana, there is a point where you can imagine as if you are looking at your own body from outside, the body lying on the floor, body apartness. And then you can have that infinite awareness, Ananta Samapatti. You can feel that you are on the ocean, dancing with the waves of the ocean, infinite awareness. So that is how, even in the practice of expansion of awareness in asanas is a tremendous yoga practice. ये बहुत ही अच्छी योगा साधना है, आप करके देखिए. अगर ग्रुप में करेंगे तो बहुत ही ज्यादा अच्छा है. Now time is very short, but we come to even pranayamic practices like that. Breath awareness, another kind of awareness which was told, even emphasized more by Buddha, Bhagwan Buddha, is anapanasati. You become aware of the incoming breath and outgoing breath. Ana, incoming breath. Apana, outgoing breath. If you become aware of that breath, so many things, breath awareness itself is a wonderful sadhana, great sadhana. The first thing in this sadhana is you don't have to do anything. Your breathing is going on as it is. श्वास प्रश्वास तो चल ही रहा है, कहीं भी चल रहा है. सोते समय भी श्वास प्रश्वास तो चल रहा है. उसके लिए कुछ करना नहीं पड़ता है. आसन तो कम से कम आपको करने पड़ते हैं. श्वास प्रश्वास तो चल रहा है. अभी बुद्ध ये बताते हैं, या इवन Patanjali is also telling, you become aware of your inhalation and exhalation. Lot of things can happen only with breath awareness. And you can practice this breath awareness anywhere and everywhere. You are waiting for the bus in the queue. बड़ी लंबी लाइन है और बस के लिए आप इंतजार कर रहे हैं, और इंतजार करते करते ये सोच रहे हैं क्या ये गवर्नमेंट है, बसेस तो चलती ही नहीं टाइम से, आने से इतना क्राउड आते. नाउ ऑल दैट यू कैन थिंक. नाउ व्हाट इज द यूज ऑफ सच थिंकिंग by your abusing the government or abusing the transport system? Is the bus going to come early? No. Why don't you transfer your awareness to the breath? Watch your breath while in the queue. Don't worry about the time. Don't worry about the place. You can practice both breath awareness while traveling in the train, while waiting for the bus. Anywhere, everywhere, breath awareness can be practiced. And one of the greatest discoveries which our yogis made is that the process of breathing and the mental process, they are very closely related. श्वास प्रश्वास और हमारी जो मन की गतिविधि है, इसका बहुत गहरा संबंध है, जो हठयोग प्रदीपिका में भी बहुत अच्छी तरह से हमको मालूम पड़ता है. चले वाते चलम चित्तम, निश्चले निश्चलम भवेत, योगी स्थाणुत्वम आपनोति, ततो वायुम निरोधयेत. चले वाते चलम चित्तम, जिस प्रकार आपका श्वास प्रश्वास चलता है उसी प्रकार आपकी मन की गतिविधि चलती है. दिस इज अ स्ट्रेट इक्वेशन which is given by the yogis. As you are breathing, so is your mind. If the mind is fast, if the mind is moving helter-skelter very fast, breathing becomes fast, breathing becomes haphazard, breathing becomes irregular. That is why in any emotion, anger, jealousy, hatred, misery, you find that the breathing is invariably affected. If you are in great anger, watch your breathing. Breathing has become very fast, breathing has become very haphazard, breathing has become very irregular. श्वास प्रश्वास अव्यवस्थित होता है, बहुत जल्दी जल्दी श्वास प्रश्वास होता है. Any emotion is characterized by fast and irregular breathing. Any emotion. If you are having lot of sorrow, what is happening during sorrow? You start sobbing. Watch your breathing. In sobbing, the breathing has gone out of gear completely. In intense emotions, you can very easily feel the change of breath, the process of breathing. Even in laughing, when you laugh loudly, breathing has undergone a lot of change, whether the emotion is positive or negative. Whenever emotional imbalances are there is an imbalance in breathing as well. And on the contrary, watch a man who is sleeping very peacefully. गाढ़ निद्रा में अगर कोई मनुष्य है, how easily he is snoring. That is why it is called sound sleep. Sleeping is sound, and very long inhalation, very long exhalation is relaxing. So, if you slow down the breath, you are able to slow down the mind. That is why all pranayama is about. If you become aware of how so breath awareness is the first step in pranayama, And along with that breath awareness, another type of sadhana was given in the ancient time. And that sadhana was known as Soham Ajapa Gayatri. This is a very well-known sadhana. Soham. What they are saying is, you are chanting so or saha while inhaling, you are chanting hum while exhaling. So hum. Now the Upanishads say every jiva is chanting this soham ajapa. It is a japa. Why it is called ajapa? There is no effort. In any japa, we have to do effort. I have to remember Ram, Ram, Ram. I have to chant, remember and repeat. Repetition needs effort. Now, breathing is automatic. I don't have to do any effort for breathing. So that is why it is a japa. A japa without any effort. Effortless type of mantra is going on soham. Now, what is the problem with us? We are not aware of that japa at all. Every jiva on the earth is doing this japa consciously, mostly unconsciously. Soham, soham. If you become aware that this is saha, soham, saha, aham. I am that. That means what? The Supreme Brahman, the Atman, the Supreme Reality which is there. Saha, aham. Saha, aham. So if you combine along with the breathing, this Soham, Ajapa, Gayatri, rather combining, or you recognize that you are actually doing Soham, Japa only while you are doing, it becomes a tremendous type of pranayama. Okay. And of course, the other aspects of pranayama you know very well, but I am seeing the watch now and seeing that my time is almost up, and therefore I will stop here unless when you ask questions, I will answer that. But before that, I would like to tell you, I will end this lecture with a beautiful Zen story. You know, Zen teaches awareness in various ways. Zen is a kind of Buddhism. The word Zen also has come from dhyana, what we call as dhyana in India. When it went to China, it became Chan. And when it reached Japan, it became Zen. So Zen is actually dhyana, the meditation. But in Zen, the awareness is taught in variety of ways. You know, the ways like Ikebana is a very wonderful practice in Zen. Arrangement of flowers. If you go to Japan, you will see beautiful flower arrangement. They say when a person is arranging the flower, he is so full of concentration that while arranging the flowers, he goes to Satori. Satori is actually Samadhi. So that is called Ikebana. Or sword fighting is one of the things, you know. When they fight with the sword, they continue the fighting till one of the fellow dies. So they are facing death during sword fighting. Or tea ceremony. Preparing tea itself could be yoga. Can you believe if you do it with awareness? I have seen those tea ceremonies in Japan, how they keep the vessel, how they put the water, how they listen to the sound of the boiling water, how they smell the fragrance of the green tea which is coming. Everything is done with total awareness. It is tea ceremony, very famous Zen practice. It is not just drinking the tea, it is tea ceremony. Archery. I had the opportunity to see all those things in Japan twice. I had gone there and they are really wonderful practices, you know. So I will just tell you how do they tell in a very strange way the sword fighting for awareness. So there was a sword fighter, a great sword fighter, and nobody had defeated him any time. So many competitions. If he is there, no question about his winning. But inside he had felt that he had not enlightenment. हाँ, जो sword fighter तो युद्ध तो बहुत अच्छा करता था, वो शस्त्र चलाता था, ऐसा चलाता था कोई भी उसको हरा नहीं सकता था। लेकिन भीतर में उसको ऐसा लगता था कि ये ठीक है लेकिन तो योग नहीं हुआ, इससे तो मुझे आत्मज्ञान नहीं, आत्मख्याति नहीं हुई। I don't have that realization. I don't have that enlightenment. So he went in search of a master, and those Zen masters they stay sometime on the top of the hill where people generally cannot reach. In jungle, they will be like that. So he reached. Somehow he came to know. He reached there. The Zen master was sitting, and he went and he told, he did namaskar. He introduced himself that I am really a sword fighter. I have done a lot of sword fighting, and nobody has defeated me. But I don't have enlightenment. So please teach me Zen. Now this man, this Zen master told him that I will teach you on two conditions. What are those two conditions? First condition is you should never ask any questions and you should obey 100%, 100% obedience. Whatever I say, you should do. And you should not ask any questions. You stay here. I will teach you. He thought that this may be the thing of the Asian man. So he said, okay, I will do that. And then next day he said that this is your timetable. Morning you get up and go on sweeping the floor for 3-4 hours. Whole ashram, उसको झाड़ू लगाना पूरे आश्रम. उसके बाद तो फूल इकट्ठे करना. उसके बाद you have to cook the food. उसके बाद you have to wash the clothes. And so on. So from morning 4 o'clock till night 11 o'clock, whole timetable, one after another. And not a single lecture on Zen or any sadhana or anything. वो टाइम टेबल में नहीं, ये काम करो, वो काम करो, वो काम करो. उसने सोचा इतना दूर आया है तो इसका अभी थोड़े दिन के बाद वो ठीक करेगा. ऐसे 5-6 महीने चले गए. वो झाड़ू लगाता रहा, वो कपड़े धोता रहा, वो कुकिंग करता रहा. काम करते करते बेचारा इतना थक जाता था कि रात में बिछाने पर गिरते ही उसको नींद आती थी. तो एक दिन 5-6 महीने के बाद जब जो झाड़ू लगा रहा था, लंबा झाड़ू, तो उसका लगा कि ये तो मुझे उल्लू बना रहा है क्या ये ज़ेन मास्टर. उसको तो फोकट का नौकर मिल गया. एंड आई एम डूइंग थिंग. ही हैज नॉट टॉट एनीथिंग अबाउट ज़ेन, एनीथिंग अबाउट अवेयरनेस, नथिंग. व्हेन ही वाज थिंकिंग लाइक दिस, सडनली somebody hit him from the back. इतना बड़ा, इतनी बड़े काठी से उसको प्रार. उसने देखा तो मास्टर था पीछे. He thought that probably he has done some mistake in cleaning or something. So he said, what's wrong, master? Why do you beat me? He said, question, you asked me question. I told you not to ask question. And now remember, now and then I am going to hit you. Now and then I am going to hit you. Only when I am coming to you for hitting, only if you say, master, I am ready, I will not hit you. अगर आपने ये कह दिया ना कि मास्टर मैं तैयार हूं, ऐसा अगर आप कहे तो मैं मारूंगा नहीं. नहीं तो मैं मारने वाला हूँ आपको. तो अभी ये नया ही
का जरूरत नहीं
हो गया. वो खाना बनाता है और मास्टर आके पीछे से एक छड़ी लगा देता है बहुत जोर से. And then he is really horrible it is. Now he is thinking that where he has come, what is this learning and all that. Now one day when he had done all the work, now he was becoming so much aware now that as soon as he will be looking, whatever he may be doing, he will be looking for his master, whether master. And as soon as master comes there, he says, oh, master, I am ready. So in the daytime, after some 6-7 months, he had no beatings at all. उसको कोई भी मार नहीं पड़ी डे टाइम में भी. लेकिन बहुत थक जाता था और अभी तक को उसने सीक्रेट तो कुछ बताया नहीं था. So one day he was sleeping after 11 o'clock with body totally tired. He was sleeping. Master came and hit him like anything. And he woke up and he said, Master, I was sleeping. Why do you beat me? He said, questions. You can't ask me questions. You did not say I am ready, but I was sleeping. I don't bother. Because the enemy is not going to write you later that I am coming. Yes, I don't bother. If you don't say, now the fellow, in addition to the beatings, he had lost his sleep also. No, he could not sleep. So because anytime master will come, so he will be awake and he will get horrible dream that master is coming and he will shout in the sleep, oh master, I am ready. So one day he was not sleeping at all because sleep could not come. So much of hitting. And he heard that from the other room, he heard the snoring of the master. कराटे लगा रहे थे उसके गुरुजी, कराटे लगा रहे थे. And this fellow thought that this is my last day in the ashram. बहुत मार खाया, बहुत काम किया, मुझे उल्लू बना दिया. मुझे अवेयरनेस सिखाता है, आज मैं इसको अवेयरनेस सिखाता हूँ। ऐसा उस लड़के ने सोचा। एंड वेरी स्लोली लाइक कैट वॉक he took big stick, very slowly started going towards where, and the door was open, and he could see the big belly of the Zen master going up and down. He could hear the snoring. Hmm. He said, अभी जाऊंगा, जोर से तमाचा मारूंगा उसके पेट पर और भाग जाऊंगा इस आश्रम से। ऐसा सोच के वो अंदर जाने, probably only his thumb was inside, केवल अंगूठा ही शायद रूम के अंदर गया। द मास्टर हुआ स्नोरिंग एट once said, oh, I am ready, and he sat, you know. And then he sat, then he called him, and he said that, do you think that I am a demon or something, and I want my idea is to beat you and make you suffer? I am teaching you awareness. Didn't I say I am ready as soon as you entered inside with the stick? You should be aware. Your awareness should be such as if you have eyes all over the body. A little movement at the back, you should become aware. That is the total awareness. And that is how awareness is taught in Zen. That is how we have to reach that stage of awareness in each and every action. So, well, it is already the time for me. Thank you once again for inviting me for this lecture. And I have a lot of time, but if you have any questions and if there is time, you can ask questions. Thank you very much.